Well, I'm getting ready to pull the wheel off 637. The rim has broke inside. It's amazing the tire didn't blow in there. I'll show you the crack here when I get the tire off. Okay, got the tire off, and there's the crack. It goes about 2 feet around. You can see daylight in it. It's amazing it didn't rip off. Anyway, I put these tires on in the summer of 2000. I sandblasted the rims, the wheel, and then painted it with cat yellow paint with a paintbrush. And after 12 years, that paint is still on there. And she's pretty clean in here. Got some rust on the band over there, but not bad. Well, the fan blade on the D9 broke about Monday, I think it was. One blade came off the fan, cut the alternator belt in two. Thank goodness we had a blast guard in it, or it would have ruined the radiator. Here's what's left of the fan. This was a Huber fan. Huber just went out of business here recently, so you couldn't get parts, you can't buy a new one. That blade came off right there. Bent that one all to pieces. It's a miracle it didn't really damage things. Well, we're out here bright and early this morning. Gonna replace a air-fuel ratio control on the scraper. This one's wore out. Doesn't work very well anymore. There's the cat. Still don't have a fan yet. Apparently that's the most in-demand thing in the world. Nobody has one. Here's the new one. They've changed the front of them. You don't have the roll pin in the front to adjust it easily like the old ones. The old ones had a cover and a roll pin in the end of the shaft. You just turned it and lined the cover up with it. No, that was too easy. We had to go to this style, which has a lock nut and a little teeny square thing on the end. Looked like a pain in the butt to adjust. Well, here's the fan. I had to weld the blade back on because the Mickey Mouse outfit that's been promising me a fan for the last month hasn't delivered. Well, we've got another engine out of a 637, and this is the drive ring. These are the drive joints, and the motor mount on this side was welded on. Here's the bolt holes. There's no bolts in them. They probably broke off. Anyway, apparently they decided not to fix it correctly. They just welded on. And ever since I've had this machine, it has been so out of line here that after about a couple months it destroys all these joints. And if you don't catch it before it starts hammering, it ruins this aluminum ring. Anyway, each one of these joints is about 25-30 bucks a piece. And it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of them. 12 in this ring and 12 in the back one. That's 24. Plus if you destroy this aluminum ring, that's about $300. So while we've got the motor out and fixed the motor mounts, gotta reseal the scavenge pump. It's leaking. put a new starter on it. And front crank seal's leaking. And give it a paint job. She looks pretty nasty. Last time we had the cylinder head off, we were in a hurry, so we didn't get it painted. We just threw it on. Gonna get rid of these dirty old oil canisters and go with a remote mount spin on like I did with my other scraper. And the drive flange and the shaft and the retarder totally wore out, so I got to replace that. Well, this is the after look after paint. It's amazing what a little urethane paint will do. Got rid of the filter canisters on this one too. Gonna go remote mount. This is what you got to do to the cooler to make it work. Just take a fitting with pipe threads, put them in a lathe, cut your threads off, and braze on an end like it's on this turbo pipe down in there with the O-ring. Goes in, cut a piece of metal, go on there, and that'll hold it down in the hole. Keeps the oil pressure from blowing it out.